YouTube. So, today started off as a really bad day for me. And basically what happened is my brothers, they work at Burger King, and their uniforms that they have to wear stink to high heaven. Like, oh, I can't even describe how bad it smells. And since they're boys, they only wash their uniforms once a month. Gross, right? So I got like super duper mad this morning because I went to go and get clothes because I only have a certain amount of clothes because I just moved here. I went to go get clothes that I had just washed and they were in the dryer because I got too tired last night. So I went to go get them and they're all on top of the dryer because someone else wanted to do their laundry and nobody can wait or be like, hey, can you move these? No, they just throw them on top of the dryer. Oh. So basically, what happened is I went to go and put something on, and it smelled like Burger King. Because their clothes are so disgusting that the smell just like stays in the washer and in the dryer. Like, ugh. I was so mad because I didn't have any clothes that smelled like they had been cleaned. They smelled like they were dirty still. So then I had to go and like rewash it. And then I got like a fabric softener thing and like wiped it all over what I wanted to wear. And I'm not wearing it anymore because I had time to wash the clothes, but I'll get to that later. I was wearing a dress because I had to register for school today and I wanted to look nice and pretty and like I wasn't in a bad mood. So I did that. I had to run the washer, like cycle without anything in there so it cleans it out. And so my clothes are running right now and then I found this winter stuff. So to add to this story of my bad day that's going on, my mom just called in because she's out of town. She's supposed to get back today. No, she's not getting back until Wednesday. So now I have to deal with my brothers who are going to invite all of their friends over again and have them spend the night again probably. Oh, it's just, it's no fun. But my day was just made on this wonderfully bad day of mine. My brother's girlfriend, who is also one of my friends, she has a pet hedgehog, and that is like my dream pet. And I've wanted one for so long, but I'm not really sure if I would be able to take care of one. And it turns out she's going on vacation for a week with her family. And so she needed someone to watch her hedgehog. And she asked me, and she even said she'd pay me, but I was like, no girl, please, no. Just kidding. Well, I did say no because it would give me an opportunity to see whether I really wanted a hedgehog or not. Like, of course I want one, but would I be able to take care of one? Like, I got two goldfish, and I went to Arizona for like a day. And when I came back, one of the fish was dead. It was a calico one. He was so cute. I named him Donald, like Bumper and Donald from Pitch Perfect. Oh, Pitch Perfect fan, comments below now. Shh. Along with hedgehog ones, like I know. If you haven't seen a hedgehog, look it up. They're freaking adorable. I will put a picture in like a second if I can figure out how to do that on this Windows Live Movie Maker thing. That's what I'm using to do this because if you can't tell, the audio is terrible. I'll also put captions, and that's if I can figure it out. And if not, please comment below how I can do that. Yeah. Anyways, so long story short, I'm gonna get to babysit her hedgehog for like a week, but she doesn't leave until Saturday, and she's gonna bring it today. That way, like I can kind of like, cause hedgehogs are really clingy towards one person, so you have to kind of leave them with, if you're gonna go somewhere, you have to leave them with a person for like a certain amount of time so that they can kind of get used to the new vibe going around. So that's why she's bringing him now, even though she's not leaving until Saturday. I keep doing this. Sorry. Okay. Anyways, to get on to the bad stuff that's been happening. I had to go and register for school today, and this is after all the whole Burger King stuff. So my brothers had to drive me there, and since my mom's out of town and they work at Burger King, I didn't have a ride back. But my neighbor actually works at the school, and she was supposed to show me around the school and then give me a ride back. But I called her, and I texted her, and I called her office phone, but no answer or no reply. Like, even still, I haven't even gotten a call back. So I was guessing she was just out on her lunch break. So I called my mom. She's like, okay, well, why don't you just walk home? I was like, okay, I know how to get to the house. Keep in mind, walking, that's like an hour and a half walk, even though it's only like a 5-minute drive. And that's just because there's like no sidewalks the entire walk. And you're like right next to a road, and it's really, really scary. Me being super dumb and naturally blonde as I am, this isn't my natural hair, by the way. Okay, so to get to my house, you're supposed to go down a road, straight, completely, all the way straight, and then turn into my neighborhood. But I didn't know that because we had just moved to a new, my mom just moved to a new neighborhood before I came here, and so I'm kind of not used to how to get to that neighborhood from everywhere. Like, I keep thinking to get to my old neighborhood, which is what I did today. So I walked in, I'm like, oh, I'm almost there, I know where I am. And then I realized I was near my old neighborhood. I'm like, crap. And then I remembered there used to be this little field you could cross, like you had to go over like a couple gates that said no trespassing. Anyways, and so I was like, hey, I know how to get to the school from there, and the school's near the house. I mean, sure, it's a long walk across a field, but I can do it. So I started walking down the main street to that neighborhood, which is like 2 miles long. Yeah. So I walked all the way down, and keep in mind, I'm in a dress and flip-flops because I didn't know I was going to have to walk home. So my feet are like very much painful right now. In very much pain. That made no sense. I'm sorry. So I walk down this road, and I get to where this field is. And there's construction workers everywhere. And I'm like, hey, what's going on? And they're like, oh, we're building a road here. And I was like, is there any way I can cross to get to the school? And the guy's like, no, sorry, we're cementing it right now, so you can't cross. Like, even we are trying to find ways to stay in here, and it's really, really hard. So the only other explanation was if I go all the way back up to the neighborhood, back up that stretch of 5-mile road, and then walk all the way down like 10 more miles to my actual neighborhood, when I could have just walked across a field. I left at 12 o'clock and got home at 2:30. That's how long it took. Like, that's how long I was walking, non-stop, with no water, might I add. So the first thing I did when I got home, turn on the bathtub to the coldest water setting, and then I sat in the bathtub, and I just laid there. And it was so, so, so comforting. And it's only 3 o'clock, I might add. Anyways, so since I'm friends with my brother's girlfriend, she's actually coming over later. So I might try to convince her to do a video with me. So I might have my first collab, guys. So that was my bad day. And anyways, let's talk about hedgehogs. Like, they're super cute. I'll try to get some pictures of this guy while he's at my house. His name is Nigel because British men are so cute. Just like him. Isn't that a cute name? Nigel. It's like British but Australian at the same time. And anyone who knows me knows that I'm like super duper, duperly obsessed with The Wanted, One Direction, and pretty much every other British boy band out there. Especially The Wanted. I really like Nathan Sykes. He's so cute. And his personality is cute too. And I like Niall. I like N's for some reason. People whose names start with N's. Anyways, I've been droning on, and I'm sure this was probably a boring video because I'm just a boring person who talks like a monotone troll. Just kidding. And, yeah, so yeah, I don't really know what else to say right now. I'll probably just cut this out. So last but not least, since I don't have very many subscribers right now, I want to give a shout out to my one subscriber in case there is someone who just like randomly happenstance comes upon this video. So thank you, Casey Colquitt, for subscribing to me. You have no clue how much this means to me. Also, I love your little picture thing. You are freaking gorgeous. Or whoever that girl is gorgeous. Anyways, thank you. Like, thank you. Shout out to you. Woo, go follow her. Subscribe to her. I'm going to right now if I haven't already. Woo!